quickest way for you to go from being a have-not to a have is to become a producer and not a consumer. See, in this day and age, most of us consume much more than we produce. We consume more clothing, bigger cars, bigger houses, all these kinds of things that we see on television and the magazines. We consume these things more than what we produce other things. See, television doesn't, and the media doesn't really show us how to produce things. They don't show us how to create. They show us how to consume. They're always selling us something, making us give out money for something that probably we don't need. Where in turn, there needs to be someone to show you or something to show you how to produce. When you begin to produce more than you consume, then you'll become a have and not a have-not. It is very important, not only for society, but for your own self, that you become more of a producer. What I mean is, if you're consuming this much, but you're only producing this much, then chances are you have money issues, or you have weight issues, or you have unhappiness issues. But your consumption and your production should at least be balanced. But if you can get your production higher than your consumption, if you can produce, if you can bring way more money in, or far more money in, or even a little bit more money in than what it is you spend, then all of a sudden you become more of a have and not a have-not. Have-nots tend to consume and not produce. And when I say produce, producing can be something as simple as being able to produce a certain product that has value for someone else so that they can pay you for it. And the more you can produce, the more you can make. The more you can make, the more you can consume. This makes sense. So again, in order for you to become successful, in order for you to become a have and get out of that have-not category, you have to become more of a producer than a consumer. Most of us have a consumer's mentality. We see something, we want to go get it. Many people wake up during the day and their goal is to go get something, not to produce something. You need to be more of a producer. The most successful people in our society are people who produce things. Even if it's something as what you might see as simple as a comedian, he produces humor and laughter and enjoyment for people, and they pay good money for that. Or you can be a manufacturer, in the case you produce clothing, or you produce utensils, or you produce something that other people want to consume. And if you can get your production level up higher than your consumption level, you just made yourself into a have, and you've gotten out of that have-not category. Don't be a have-not. Produce more than you consume. If you currently aren't producing something, then this is your task for now. Your task is to figure out what it is you can produce, what it is you can provide to society that will get your production level above your consumption level. Production above consumption. That moves you from being a have-not to a have.